what do you make of the Arden Key signing?
Yeah, like just a better Deion Jordan. Again, when it comes to pass rush, you can never have too many guys there as well. If you were banking on someone to get the potential of Arden Key out, it is Chris Kasarik. So I understand the move. And again, it's best to have as many options as possible. You lost Kerry Hyder. Do you know what Samson Ibukam is? Do you know if D4 is going to actually do anything? There's nothing wrong with loading up on this, and especially when it comes to guys who are as athletically gifted as Arden Key. So I completely understand it. And, I think it was Andrew said on our podcast last night, it's almost like pitchers. You can never have too many, especially when it comes to edge rushers. So I love the move, honestly. Again, it's a low risk, high reward move. Sit in the same lane as a Deion Jordan, a guy who's going to be rotational. You always want fresh legs. And again, we still don't know if Nick Bosa is going to go right back to a full on count, snap count regimen. Is it going to be every single down, or is it going to be here and there? So you're going to have to try to spell him if he ends up being tired, or if you're not trying to put too much pressure on that knee. So I like it. These are two very solid under the radar moves. Not going to get anyone excited, but I understand the vision.
I liked Arden Key when he came out of LSU. I remember he had really good reviews in his first training camp with the Raiders. All the beat writers were saying that no one could block him, that he was making, I think, Colton Miller look bad, I believe. Everyone liked him, and then he never really produced in the NFL. Although I was looking at his box score, a lot of quarterback hits, not many sacks, which makes me feel like there's potential there.
There is, and yeah. QB hits and pressures are the things that I look to. Sacks are fickle. Yep. Sacks can happen because if the pressure's coming from one way and they turn right into you, you get the sack. You didn't do anything. You were rushing the passer, but you didn't apply that pressure. So pressures and hits are the way that I really evaluate quarterbacks. Sacks are great because that means you finished the job, but that's not indicative of your actual impact on the game, in my opinion.
So here's the thing. The Raiders drafted Arden Key, and he gave him nothing. They felt he was worthless. They didn't even try to bring him back, in the Niners get him for, I'm guessing, close to the vet min. Mm-hmm. The Raiders, on the other hand, look at the Niners and you know what? You guys messed up Solomon Thomas. We want Solomon Thomas. Give us him for what, $5 million? So the Raiders are betting that the Niners were wrong on Solomon Thomas. The Niners are betting that the Raiders were wrong on Arden Key. And you know what? I think the Niners are going to end up being right. I think Arden Key is going to be a lot better than Solomon Thomas.
Well, if you look at what happened with Kerry Hyder last year, that's really what you have to point to, is a guy who's been solid, but it gets turned around with Kasarik. So again, and then when you really focus
Jordan Willis, Deion Jordan, all of them.
Yeah. Exactly. And they all had their impact here and there in games, but it was because of the system that they were in. Now, if you're talking about bringing back all of those other pieces to have them complement that, what are we talking about? That's a perfect move right there. If you do have Nick Bosa on the other side and you're sending him, he's likely to see those single coverages. So I understand exactly what they're doing, and they're betting on talent. They're betting on their guys to, make the most of that talent. So,
okay, we made it about 8 minutes without talking quarterbacks.
All right. That was a record.
That was not bad. That was not bad
at all.